Hi, I'm Sally Sykes. I'm a functional medicine health coach, and I wanted to pop on and introduce myself and tell you a little bit about who I am and how I got here. So I used to be an attorney, and when my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, I became interested in functional medicine after reading Dr. Dale Bredesen's book, The End of Alzheimer's. And his book had a table in it of optimal lab values that he likes to track for his patients to prevent dementia. He wants to see your lipids optimally in this range instead of the normal range. He wants your hormones in these optimal ranges, not just the normal ranges. He wants your thyroid hormones in these optimal ranges, your B12, your D3. And this was a revolution to me. When you get your labs done, right? We're looking at normal lab ranges. And these lab ranges, it turns out, are just the averages of all the usually sick people getting that lab done at that particular lab. So every lab's normal ranges are going to vary. And then as the American population gets sicker and sicker, these normal ranges get sicker and sicker too. So they're less and less relevant to good health and disease prevention. When I realized this, I thought, well, I want to know the optimal ranges for every lab I'm getting. Where is that list on the internet, right? So I go looking. It doesn't exist. So I started doing my own research, reading books by MDs, reading every article I could read on PubMed, and I built my own spreadsheet of every lab you can think of and all of the normal lab ranges. There are so many, they vary by lab and they have changed over the years, even within each lab. And then the optimal ranges that functional medicine uses to prevent disease and promote actual wellness. And I learned how to analyze my own labs, and I was able to optimize my own health. I reversed my own type 2 diabetes. I found doctors willing to help me with bioidentical hormone replacement and perimenopause. I found a thyroid expert to help me optimize my thyroid function. And I found a functional medicine internist who specializes in genomics and cognition to help me implement the rest and really personalize what I was doing. So what I do now as a functional medicine health coach is I help patients learn how to analyze their own labs, just like I did, so that they can get the most out of their time with their doctors. Most patients get about 7 minutes with their own doctors. If you don't have an understanding going in of what is going on in your own body, you are not going to get the care that you need. We have to be our own best advocate. We have to educate ourselves and be partners with our practitioners. So this is what I do. I help to educate you. I help people find new doctors. I can teach you how to interview a new provider to make sure you don't waste time with someone who is not going to be open to helping you. By the time you leave your appointment with me, you will feel so empowered and have a much better understanding of your own health and how to improve it through diet, lifestyle, supplements, and even through prescription medications that you can ask your doctor about. While I'm a health coach, not a doctor, I've done all the research for you, just like you could do on the internet, but I don't like to change my own oil in my car. That's not my area of expertise. I happen to be a research nerd, probably from practicing law, and I have channeled that for the last 20 years into functional medicine, specifically in lab analysis and optimal ranges. And I am sharing that information with you when you hire me as a health coach so that you can learn it too. What are the markers that are so critical for your own personal health and where you feel your best? And you'll know how to advocate for your care. And then if your current doctor just isn't cutting it or listening to you or giving you the care that you need, we are going to find you one who will listen. And there are some really incredible ones. I come from a family of doctors. I love doctors. They are not the bad guy. It is a terrible system that they are forced to work under. They don't have enough time. They are just not given training in nutrition and disease prevention because our for-profit healthcare model has taught them how to prescribe medications that are profitable for the pharmaceutical industry or surgeries and medical devices that are also very profitable. So it's up to us to make sure we are getting the best care for us and educating ourselves about all of the options available. This is particularly important when it comes to something like bioidentical hormone replacement or weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide, how that can be done safely in a low dose, how it can be personalized to each person. So I can teach you how to ask these questions and find out what is the best way that you want to move forward that is going to feel right to you. So if any of this feels like it could help you, give me a call. Let's set up an appointment. Everyone I've worked with has felt like they came away with a blueprint for their health for the rest of their lives to take care of themselves. And they felt so much more in the driver's seat of their own life. And I want to do that for you too.